What's going on, guys? Dale7402 back with another episode of Ringside Republic. We are going to be going over your Raw review, your Smackdown review, the news and rumors. And due to the fact that I am going to be short on time for the next couple days, or tomorrow at least, I'm going to go ahead and combine my predictions for Hell in a Cell in this video as well. I will be doing a Hell in a Cell review after the pay-per-view Sunday, so that won't change, but I'm going to go ahead and roll everything up into this one video and get into it real quickly so we can get it out of the way and hopefully move on to a at least halfway decent show at Hell in a Cell. You'll have to excuse me if I'm a little low. If you can't really hear me very well, just turn the volume up. It's 11 o'clock, the baby's in bed, and it's just the first chance that I got to do it. So let's get right into it. Monday Night Raw, October the 2nd from Denver, Colorado. First thing I want to say is huge respect to WWE for they had the whole roster during Raw and SmackDown. At the beginning of each show, they had the entire roster on the stage in respect and remembrance of the tragedy that took place in Las Vegas, and our prayers are with them. Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman kicked off the show. They had a very, very good match. Braun Strowman obviously won. After the match, Strowman goes back after Rollins, beats him down. Ambrose come to the rescue. Ambrose gets his ass beat down for his efforts. Sheamus and Cesaro come out afterwards and pretty much pick the bones of Rollins and Ambrose after Strowman's attack. Excuse me. Alexa Bliss again picking on Mickie James. There's a shot of her in her locker room. They've left her adult diapers and a walker, once again being very disrespectful and mocking her for being an older lady. And Alexa turns down a challenge from Mickie, but says that Nia would be happy to accept. Nia Jax and Mickie James is made for later in the night. We've got Elias versus Titus O'Neil. They're continuing this small feud, of which Elias won. Nia and Mickie, Alexa comes down to ringside. Alexa ends up breaking up the match, and Mickie gets the win by DQ. Enzo backstage, speechless, almost in tears during his interview. The interviewer, I can't remember who, asked him how he felt about what the cruiserweight division and their show of solidarity against him and how that made him feel. He looked like he was going to cry. It was hilarious. Kurt Angle then announced that Mickie James will face Alexa Bliss at TLC for the Raw Women's title. Matt Hardy and Jason Jordan versus Gallows and Anderson. Gallows and Anderson actually pick up the win here for the first time in forever. Once again, the WWE taking a match that should obviously be the main event of Raw and putting it halfway through the show. We've got The Miz versus Roman Reigns for the IC title. Roman Reigns takes out the entourage before the match, trying to exclude that whole portion of the scenario where they interrupt and help Miz get the win. Sheamus and Cesaro actually came out and attacked Roman Reigns. It was very odd, unexpected. It didn't really make a whole lot of sense until we started thinking about it, but Roman Reigns actually ended up getting the win via DQ due to Sheamus and Cesaro's interruption of the match. After the match, they continuously beat down Roman Reigns, and The Miz, Sheamus, and Cesaro once again do the shield pose over Roman's lifeless body. Finn Balor calls out Bray Wyatt. Bray is on the screen and says that Abigail is alive and she's dying to meet Finn Balor. And they do a very, very cool visual effect where Bray Wyatt's face kind of turns into a dark hair in his face and dark eyes, and The rumor going around is that much like how Finn Balor has the demon, Bray Wyatt is apparently going to play a transgender, and he is going to play the role of Sister Abigail. I'm sure he'll have face paint and some kind of something done up with his hair, and it'll be a fucking catastrophe more than likely. You know, there was many rumors going around about the possible women to play Sister Abigail, but rumors has it that Bray Wyatt will be playing the role, the character of Sister Abigail himself. Sasha and Bayley versus Emma and Alicia Fox. Bayley and Sasha win, obviously. And Enzo Amore in the Cruiserweight division once again closes Monday Night Raw. What the fuck? The whole Cruiserweight division comes out and surrounds the ring. Enzo has a clause that if any of the Cruiserweights touch him, they will be fired. Enzo goes around the ring one by one, insulting, burning, fucking roasting every member of the Cruiserweight division. Pretty entertaining for the most part. Kurt Angle ends up coming out and says that, yeah, no member of that division is allowed to touch him. No member of that division has a chance at the Cruiserweight title, except for the new Cruiserweight that he's just signed. Maybe I was an idiot by thinking this, but for some reason I kept thinking we were going to hear Booyaka, Booyaka, 619. I thought we was going to see fucking Rey Mysterio. And I was excited. I actually, one of those moments where you get on the edge of your seat and you're getting ready to stand up and be like, fuck yeah, Rey Mysterio. But no. It was Kalisto in the biggest letdown. You could hear it in the crowd. The crowd was like, yo, you could feel the tension, or you could feel the suspense in the crowd, and then all of a sudden Kalisto comes out and everybody's like, oh, really? But the big thing to end the show was we see backstage Roman Reigns sitting by himself. Dean Ambrose comes in and stands next to him. Seth Rollins comes in and stands next to him. They give each other a look, a shake of the head, and that was that. The Shield obviously reuniting more than likely next week on Monday Night Raw. So that's your Raw review. I'd give it a fucking 4 out of 10, I guess. You know, it was alright, but nothing special. Smackdown Live, September the 3rd, also from Denver, Colorado. The go-home show for Hell in a Cell. Nakamura's in the ring with Renee Young, cutting a promo in which he uses a nursery rhyme. The best that WWE could do was to come up with the old sticks and stones line for Nakamura. The writing that this show has, the writing that Raw and SmackDown both have, is absolutely fucking ridiculous. He's interrupted by the Singh brothers and Mahal. They try to jump Nakamura. They beat down Nakamura and leave him laying in the ring. Natty and Carmella versus Becky and Charlotte. Natty and Carmella actually get the win here. Bobby Roode versus Mike Kanellis that we haven't seen in a long, long time. Roode wins in under a minute. It's a glorified squash match. Ziggler comes out and says that Bobby Roode is just an entrance, and that's all he will be, and he will prove it this Sunday at Hell in a Cell. The Usos in the New Day cut a promo. It was alright for the most part. Baron Corbin versus Ty Dillinger again. Dillinger wins with another roll-up. AJ is talking on the screen about how that Corbin does nothing but miss opportunities. And, you know, this match should be AJ versus Dillinger, or at least a combination, maybe a triple threat. Dillinger definitely deserves a part of this match. Rusev and Aiden English are in the ring. Orton versus Aiden English. Orton wins. Nothing special. Shane calls Kevin Owens out. Kevin Owens comes through the crowd talking shit about how, well, you know, you want me to come to that ring, don't you? Well, I'm smarter than that. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm leaving. I'll see you at Hell in the Cell. Kevin Owens makes his way to the mezzanine area where they have the merchandise set up for sale, and a brawl ensues. Kevin Owens ends up powerbombing Shane McMahon through a table. And, it went on. Kevin Owens come back to the ring and cut a promo for a moment. Shane come back. Shane continued to get his ass beat. And he basically essentially beat the hell out of Shane. This is the only thing that I'm really interested in as far as Hell in a Cell goes. Shane McMahon and Kevin Owens is the only thing that we can really look forward to. That's your SmackDown show, very quick and to the point. I'll give it a 4. It wasn't no better, no worse than Raw. In the news, let's see what we got in the news here. It is indeed expected that the Shield will officially reunite next week on Raw in Indianapolis, which is incidentally the same place they debuted, and the same place Seth Rollins turned on Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. So it's very fitting that that would be where they reunite. The plan appears to be for WWE to finally pay off the fashion files at Hell in a Cell. We can look forward to some sort of a conclusion or mystery being revealed of who destroyed their office at Hell in a Cell. PW Insider noted that they filmed material for a Pulp Fiction inspired episode that could be what airs on the pay-per-view this Sunday at Hell in a Cell. It's also looking possible Hell in a Cell is where the Hype Bros will finally break up, as they are in the kickoff show against Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable. We've got, let's see what else. Brock Lesnar has been added to another Raw before Survivor Series, and the expectation is now that he will work the show. John Cena has been removed from Survivor Series, and it looks like Brock Lesnar has been put in his place. The early word is that Finn Balor could be his opponent at Survivor Series. We'll have to wait and see. Whenever he does come back, it's expected that John Cena is headed for a promo, or headed for a short program with Bray Wyatt. I don't know if that will be. It was reported that it could have been at Survivor Series, but due to John Cena being removed, plans change all the time in WWE. I really don't think they know what the fuck they're doing. They're playing it minute by minute, and they're not doing anything as far as long-term booking goes. PW Insider notes that Bradley Cooper was offered the role of Vince McMahon in a biopic about the WWE chairman. We'll have to wait and see if that is going to come to fruition. Samoa Joe is expected to return to WWE within the next month or so, likely after TLC. It's looking more and more likely that Charlotte will be winning the SmackDown Women's Championship at Hell in a Cell. We'll get into that into the predictions here in a minute. War Games. Triple H has brought War Games back, which was always one of my favorite WCW pay-per-views or events or matches, whatever you want to call it. You got 2 rings, 1 cage, and pure chaos, and it's fucking awesome. The decision to bring War Games back for NXT TakeOver was made really late, according to Dave Meltzer, who said the original plan called for Drew McIntyre versus Adam Cole in an NXT title match that was only changed to accommodate War Games. I don't know if you guys are familiar, or if you guys are aware, but recently the Young Bucks of the Bullet Club was issued a subpoena to stop using the suck it and the too sweet gestures. The Young Bucks are going to stop using suck it in merchandise, according to the Observer. Dave Meltzer notes recently that there may be some good news on the way for Lucha Underground, as they have funding for a 4th season. So I never really got into Lucha Underground. There's just, as far as as far as wrestling goes, WWE has, plenty of programming to keep somebody like me busy for the short amount of time that I actually have to devote to it. So, but from what I hear, it's a very good show. Maybe someday, if I ever get time or can turn this into a profession, maybe I can catch up on it. All right, guys, let's get into the Hell in the Cell predictions really quickly. The kickoff show, the quick off. Really quickly, guys, the kickoff show. Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin versus the Hype Bros. Obviously, Gable and Benjamin are going to get the win, and I do expect the Hype Bros to break up. Orton versus Rusev again. Who cares? I predict Rusev wins. Ziggler versus Rude. Obviously, Bobby Roode's going to win. Natty versus Charlotte for the Women's Championship. I predict Charlotte wins, but I am predicting a cash-in. I predict Charlotte wins, and I predict Carmella cashes in and steals the title from Charlotte. New Day versus the Usos in a Hell in a Cell, which will probably be match of the night and will probably steal the show for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions. I predict the New Day wins. AJ versus Baron Corbin for the United States title. Obviously, I think AJ will win. Kevin Owens versus Shane McMahon in the Hell in a Cell. This match will be a knockdown drag out. I do expect to see a lot of brutality in this match, and if there isn't, I will be severely disappointed. Now, a victory over Kevin Owens is not going to do anything for Shane McMahon. And as far as that goes, a victory for Kevin Owens won't do much for him either. But the thing about it is, of the matches that Shane McMahon has been in since he has returned to the WWE, including a Hell in a Cell with The Undertaker, including a match with AJ Styles, he has lost them all. So I'm actually going to predict that Shane wins this match. I also predict that in some way Kevin Owens ends up traded back to Raw. You know what I'd like to see happen? I would love to see Finn Balor go to SmackDown Live. I would like to see a trade, Kevin Owens for Finn Balor, and switch them. I think that would do a world of good for Finn Balor. It would also get him out of this fucking feud with Bray Wyatt that I am fucking fed up with. Nakamura versus Jinder Mahal for the WWE Championship. Unfortunately, according to all the rumors that are going around, Mahal is probably going to win this match. Unless it's WWE trying to throw us off track by all of the rumors and the news, because the news is that WWE is going to India and they're advertising Jinder Mahal as the champion. So more than likely it looks like Mahal is going to win. I predict that Mahal wins, and I have never hoped that I would be wrong as much as I do right now. I really, really hope Nakamura wins and Jinder Mahal goes away forever. But that is wishful thinking. And as we all know, WWE takes wishful thinking and they shove it up our asses. That's your show, guys. That's your Monday Night Raw, that's your SmackDown Live review, that's your news and rumors, and that's your Hell in a Cell predictions. All wrapped up in one convenient little video at just under 20 minutes. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, guys. If you like the video, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Follow me on Twitter at Dale74021. Pledge on Patreon. Patreon.com/Dale74021. Shout out to Joe Cronin. Still waiting to hear from you, brother. Still waiting to hear from you, brother. Looking forward to doing something soon, hopefully. I won't be as tired. I won't be stumbling over my words. But that's all I've got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the show. You know, I will see you guys back Sunday for your Hell in the Cell review. We'll all be crossing our fingers that it's halfway decent. But for now, that's all I've got. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. And we'll see you Sunday for your Hell in the Cell review. Thanks for watching.